What's good, YouTube? This is Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to give you guys my favorite PA crosser setup in Madden 22. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn on post notifications on. So before I do get into the video, I do want to say you do not need to run this specific formation that I'm in. All you need to do is use whatever formation you want that has PA crosser. So for example, if you run Trey flex, if you run what's another one that has it? Some trips tight ends I think have this for this particular play. Trips tight end offset is what I mean. So anything that has PA crossers, you will be able to use this setup with. So just need to make sure I get that out there. And also one more thing, if you like the setup, if you like the little scheme, because I'm actually in the Patriots playbook on offense, and I actually just made a gun trips tight end flex ebook for one of my subs. So if you're interested in that, so if you want to see more setups out of this formation, out of different plays, you know, if you like the way I broke down this video, this is exactly how the ebook will be, just minus the gameplay, because yes, I do have gameplay included with this clip. So if you're interested in that, just message me on Instagram or Twitter, and I'll be happy to you know, send you that. Prices are in the description, by the way. So let's go and talk about personnel. So as far as personnel goes, I like putting my best receiver right here, and then as far as my second, I like putting my second best right here. And of course, you know, just make sure you have a decent tight end. So Atkins, he's fine. Right here, Jordan Atkins, he's fine, but you just want to put your number one tight end, obviously. So just, it don't have to be nobody speed based or route running based, just, you know, whoever, honestly. So let's go ahead and go to PA crossers now for defense. Let's go to big nickel. You see I do have safeties at linebacker, and I'm gonna leave the linemen like this, but they shed crazy in all Madden practice mode, so I may just be spying a couple of them just so I can actually show you guys the read progression. So as far as defense, I'll be showing you against man, I'm gonna show you against cover 4 quarters, which is the most popular match coverage that I go against, and then I'm gonna show you cover 3, and I'm gonna show you cover 2. So let's go and start off in cover 3. Now, as far as the setup goes, you just want to take X and put them on a zig route, and then you want to take triangle and put them on an in route, and that is all you need to do to have one of the best setups in Madden, I think, just because it's such a good base setup. Now, you don't want to spam this every single play, you just want to base it, so you want to see what they're in, and if they start adjusting to it, then I have other setups that I gave my sub. As far as, you know, the ebook goes, gave me other setups that you can use to kind of complement this setup, and started talking about the zone drop versus if they don't. So like I said, if you're interested in that, just let me know. But we got cover 3 right here, and I'm not gonna spy anybody, and I just want to show you guys the read right here. So normally you want to read between X, circle, and triangle. You can tell that crosser is going to get open. We all know that that crosser is really good. And also one thing I do want to mention is that with this play action, they actually do a decent job of blocking. As you can tell, like, I want to talk about that real quick, that the line actually held up. So sometimes it's actually better to let this play action happen, because if you don't let it happen, a lot of times you do get quick shedded. But for some reason they block better for this play action. I don't know why it is, but I just wanted to let you guys know that. So what I want you to pay attention to is this guy right here. So this is why this play is so good, because if whoever they're using on this hook curl, if they are not zone dropping to account for this, you will always have this open, and they can't just go run and user it, because they're going to give up this dot right here every single time. They're giving that up every single time. And like I said, if they're not, then if this crosser is taken away, the only thing that'll happen is that this guy is zone dropped over here, and if he's zone dropped over there, of course, then we'll have this out here. And if they put 2 zone drops out here, so if they put like a 5-yard zone drop and they put a 25-yard zone drop, then I actually have a couple ways that I like to actually expose that. And like I said, that's all in the ebook. So I'm done quoting the ebook. I just need to make sure I did reference it in there, like, you know, because you might be like, oh, bro, let's do this, and then the play's taken away, right? Yes, if you just spam the setup, yeah. So anyways, this is open. We have this crosser that's open, and also we potentially have this underneath. But your main 2 reads are going to be the crosser and this in route, because that's really going to stress the user. User will have to choose, because the way I teach it is that you should not be trying to read it. You should not be trying to throw at a user. You should be able to read a user and throw it away from him and make the safe read to where they can't lurk you, because nobody likes getting lurked. So I'm trying to make sure that you guys can never really get lurked. So that's how I like the cover 3 read to look. Now let's talk about cover 2. So in practice mode, I have a hard time getting this route open for the 1-play touchdown in practice mode, but in the gameplay clip, you're going to see that it's really easy in all pro to get this open. I don't know if it's just an all Madden thing or if it's just a practice mode thing, but sometimes they do weird stuff to try to get it open. But let me go ahead and show you what I'm talking about. So take X, put them on a whip route, right? Take triangle, put them on an in route, and I'm gonna let the play action carry, because it seems like they block a little better for it. But what you want to read is actually square. As you can tell, I didn't even have enough time to throw it, but I will hop into replay really quick and show you when you should throw this ball. Then I'm gonna actually, you know, take the time to throw it next time. But like I said, practice mode sheds are just Absolutely dumb. But regardless, what's going to happen is this cloud flat, whatever he's in, cloud flat or soft squat, whatever he's in, he's going to get pulled down by this route, and that's going to open up obviously an easy throw to the sideline. So they would have to go user guard that. Now the good thing is that if they try to go user that, then what, we have this route wide open because this vertical hook's not going to play it, and that mid read is not going to play it as well. So you might be thinking, well, this throw right here is not going to be open, right, if he puts this guy way back here in the middle third. Yes, he won't be, but what you need to do as a smart player, if that guy is going in the middle third, run the football. Run the ball, because his first steps are not going to be towards the line like everybody else will. His first step's going to be back, because that's the way, you know, middle thirds are programmed, because normally your middle third is lined up way back here, right? And normally, even in real life football, they're kind of taught to play pass first because you're a safety. You have no business playing run first if your responsibility is middle third. So that's why they kind of program that way. So if somebody puts a middle third, you will be able to run the ball, I promise you. But so just make sure you be the smart person about that. But if they're putting a mid read, then you'll have this open, you have this open, and you also have that coming up over for the backside touchdown. And I'll show you exactly how I like to get that open if EA is nice to me. So take X, put him on a zig, take triangle, put him on in route. I'm going to go ahead and block my running back. So this is the setup right here. And what you're going to be able to notice, you want to wait for him to cross the face of that safety. You want to be able to throw that ball out there just like this. And like I said, in practice mode, I know it looks like it's not open, but I promise you in game mode, they do not cover it that good. I don't know why it's been like that, but also one thing I do want to mention too real quick, they put a soft squat. Watch how a soft squat plays. So if they play cover 2 or soft squats, then there's actually a different setup that I actually will give you, because you actually need to make sure you do pay attention to that, because what you're going to see right here is you see how this cornerback matches him. Now like I said, that's kind of the throw, but in game mode it's a lot more open, but you tell how that cornerback actually matched him in a soft squat, right? So if you notice that happens where the cornerback starts matching him because they're playing a soft squat cover 2, then it's simply all I like to do, put X on the zig, block by running back, but you want to take triangle and actually put him on an out route. So the reason you want to do that is because now we actually have a zone out there that the cornerback has to respect, and at that point we can actually bomb the cover 2 for a one-play touchdown. Hopefully I can get a completion here, because I think I'm like 0 for something. But you see the soft squat's not going to follow anymore, and then right there, as you can tell, we'll just be able to step into that pass and pretty much bomb them for almost a one-play touchdown. So if they're playing soft squats, then that's how you attack that. So that was just a freebie for you guys. So let's actually move on and talk about cover 4 quarters, and then I'll save man coverage for last, and then I'll be showing you the gameplay in the video. So we got cover 4 quarters right here. Now I'm gonna spy these two. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna spy them. Hopefully I get enough time to show you guys. But it's gonna be the same read progressions, and it all depends on where the user is. Now against any match, triangles. Look at that. Look at that. Like, I hope you guys know I don't be joking when I say like these sheds would just be absolutely crazy. So let me just spy at least one. Hopefully that'll do the trick. But let me just show you guys that the what's going to be open. So in cover 4 quarters, you'll have circle pretty much all day, because they just do a terrible job of guarding that. As you can tell, they just, you know, that cornerback / safety will never match that. So if the user is not running with that, that will be open. Now, what the user doesn't know is that we still potentially have a one-play touchdown. That's why, this is why I said your best receiver should be here, because he's going to be the one that can get you those potential one-play touchdowns. So let me go ahead and show you what's going on as long as I get enough time. And what you're going to be able to tell is Square has the chance to bomb them for a one-play touchdown. You can tell that's 3 people, and that's how you know that it's not really so much of, you know, the busted coverage. It's really just EA. So let me kind of show you what happens and why that gets open. So for whatever reason, you would think that this safety should be the one that matches to that crosser, right? You see he does, but he just takes such a weird angle, and that's what it looks like in game mode 2, where they kind of just let him get beat. And a lot of times what happens is they'll kind of bump into each other, and that'll create this separation right here. We better throw that ball out there for an easy, you know, pretty much one-play touchdown. So you can tell if the user wants to try to use this 3-rec right here. I think this is a 3-rec. Yeah, so if the user tries to use a 3-rec, then a lot of times you can still just have this, because they'll just run with this route right here, and then you'll just be looking to bomb them over the top, and they should never get there. That's normally how it goes. Or if they use this safety right here, which most people do use their safeties, then we'll just be looking at this crosser literally all day long. And pretty much all the match coverages pretty much play that way with this setup. I just don't want to take the time right now to break down every single one of those match coverages, because I still want to talk about man coverage for a second. So I'm actually going to spy them, and after this I'll be showing you gameplay, and I promise that's the video. So let's X on the whip route, and then I'm not going to call over the top here. So I'm just going to let them do regular press animations, because what most people will do if they play man cover style like this, they'll call inside, they'll call underneath, and then they'll actually use this guy right here on the running back, and then they're just going to kind of take away the middle themselves. So this is another popular setup that you guys know. And if they do that, then X is not going to be open, but we'll have circle open, we'll have square open right there, and then you'll be able to split the safeties for a potential one-play touchdown. So that's the good thing. So if they want to call that man press inside BS, then with the middle safeties, you know, playing the outside so they don't get beat on streaks, this is one way I like to attack that, because we're going to be able to split that safety. And the reason that works is because this crosser, you can tell, is wide open, but the crosser actually widens out that safety, and then this safety, for some reason, you know, EA doesn't program him to match that. So that's why he kind of gets beat. So he's like, oh, I got to match that. At that point, what? We have this natural void right here to where we can easily throw that for a potential one-play touchdown if this guy is better than that cornerback that's guarding him. So that's how I like to use that. And also, one thing that you do notice is that if they put spies on the field, what I suggest you do is do what I just did. You want to move right, and then you want to throw this ball right here. So if you move right, throw this ball right here, and possession catch it, you'll never have to worry about a spy picking you off on this route. So as you can tell, we have 2 people open, and then potentially 3, depending on how they're putting their safeties, right? So another thing I want to talk about before I talk about gameplay and all that is if they play a cover style like this, where they're trying to account for that, but they let press animations happen, right? So if you notice that, and because they're trying to take away that post, what I suggest you do is take square and actually put them on a fade every time, and then take triangle and put them like this, and then do a whip route just like this. And so what's going to happen is you're just hoping that your best receiver is going to get a win animation off the line of the scrimmage, and then you'll be able to float that ball up for almost a one-play touchdown. Or if you have like a speedster, a lot of times you can just chunk that ball out there. You can tell Brandon Cooks can actually get out there. They let him make the animation, but that isn't happening every time. So that's just being a smart cookie right there, in my opinion. And like I said, there's a lot of good setups, but I do want to show you that one more time, that you actually do get a good win animation. After that, I'll be showing you gameplay, and I promise that's the video right there, because also, like I said, most people be using a running back. So if you notice somebody using a running back, what I suggest you do, to be honest with you, is probably take him and maybe put him on a swing route, or do something with him. Even if you put him on a curl route right here, just like this. But if you do this setup, I highly suggest you take triangle, put him on a whip route. And I do apologize about the train. I do live next to the train tracks. But if you notice that they're playing a solid defense like this, I'll give you one setup right here for making it this far in the video. But if you notice they're playing this style of defense, then I suggest you do this setup right here. And the reason why is because you're making them have to account for the running back, and then we're going to be able to look right here for this read, and then you'll take square still and put them on a streak. And that's if they're playing, you know, a style like this where they're not shading over the top, because you're going to be looking to see if you get a good win animation. You see how we got a win animation there, and then we'll be able to just lob past that right there just for a potential one-play touchdown.
Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now it's Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. Here's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15.
But that's going to wrap it up for this video. I do appreciate you checking out my video, and I hope you have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.